What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you. I am Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Bets. That's this channel you watching right here. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you are on. If you're watching on Twitter, let me get a heart and a retweet. We'll greatly appreciate that. If you are watching on YouTube, like I said, sub to the channel Blunt Money Bets will greatly appreciate that. Big vibes. And most importantly, if you want all the plays soon as they drop, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. Link is in the description of the video and the bio of my Twitter page. It's Friday. Playoffs are starting soon. I got my boy Flo in the building. Flo, man, go ahead, introduce yourself and promote whatever you got going on, my guy, and we can get to business.
Always great to be back. We're at the House of Stems. The link is in the bio, which you can find on my Twitter at Stephen Florival. Stephen like Curry, Florival, Florival. Yeah, man, we got two games tonight, man. You know me. I'm just trying to keep it light till we can get to the varsity game tomorrow. You know what time it is. So got some plays for today, got some plays for tomorrow. So let's get to this money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. First game we got starting in about an hour and a half here. Got the Heat and you got Atlanta. And truly both of these games today are win and go home games. I already told the gang that I took Miami's money line. The line's moving a bit away from me, so not sure how I feel about it right now, but I took their money line minus 102 for a unit. And we'll see what happens. Flo, man, how do you feel about this game? You got any looks for this one or just an opinion on how it may go?
Yeah, I think like with this one, the play I really want to take, but there's no way for me to take it. I really wanted to hit them Trey Young over 4.5 turnovers because we've seen like kind of like this narrative play out, and also like Trey's like kind of a guy's like turning over the ball a lot, and he's like kind of spots, and he's gonna have Davion hounding him the whole game. So it's like over 4.5 plus 100. It's on Fliff. I know some people, if you're in a different state that's not New York, you get that on DraftKings. There, I don't see it anywhere. There's no way for me to take it, so I can't give it in as official because like I can't take it. So, but I really like that. I would go 0.75 on that because plus money for that one. Like I really like that one. But the one I have in this one is I have Davion Mitchell once. This is on ESPN for minus 102. I have Davion Mitchell one steal and Onyeka 1-3. I say Onyeka has like 1-3 in all four games versus Miami. What we saw with that Bulls game, they're gonna give him space. His volume's not what it was like a couple of weeks back, where it's taking like 4 or 5 a game, but I think he'll give you like 3 attempts. So I think like he's gonna get that space. They're gonna be crashing down on Trey a bunch, and he's gonna have room to pull a couple. And the way Onyeka goes, he might just pull it off rip. For the Davion steal, we already know Davion's a beast. I want to say something like he has a steal in something like 25 the last 26 games with 30 plus minutes, something like that. Like that dude is a dog. So I just put those two together, a little half unit, kind of like a little builder type because I wanted to get a little action. Because I noticed in that Bulls game how much space Vooch had like all the time on them three balls. So with Trey, you just figured he gonna get a ton of attention. So someone else gonna have to chip in. I also like Karis LeVert's points. I didn't get there because like I've had no luck with this dude. I bet his RA, it's his P plus A. I bet his P plus A, it's his assist. Like I'm just like Karis, man. It's been fun, man. I'm tired of this joker. So no Karis LeVert, but I do like Karis LeVert's points tonight.
Yeah, man. Karis is definitely in a good position to bounce back for sure. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I love that Davion Mitchell look. It's gonna be hounding Trey Young. We'll see what happens, but definitely love that look. Also, another thing I saw, Tyler Hero's got a steal, I believe, every game against this team this year. So for whatever that's worth, and I think he had 3 last game. So yeah, all right. I'll give you guys yeah, I already told you guys I took the Heat money line, so that's that. All right, man. Next, Dallas and Memphis. Memphis, a 6-point favorite. Ja's gonna play. We'll see how effective he is on that ankle. But he's gonna play. He's gonna try and give it the best he's got. But I told you guys I took the Mavs plus 6.5 for a half unit. 6 is still good. We'll see what happens here. But whether or not Ja is at his best or not, I just think that Dallas is a more serious team, and I'd rather bet a team that's backed by defense as opposed to a team that's just going to outscore you because they don't play any defense. So I went ahead and took the Mavs. Flow, man. How do you feel about this one?
Yeah, I like the Mavs in this one too. I have like my other kind of like solo for night for 0.75 is I took Daniel Gafford over 13.5 points plus rebounds because I just feel like for the Mavs, like you gotta like do something about Edie. Like as flawed as a player he is, like he's been an animal on the glass. I wrote
Mhm.
16 rebounds in 4 of the last 5. So I just like looked at it like this profile is more of like you need Gafford for like that strength to keep him at bay compared to like Lively's like a little bit more finesse. And then I looked at it because like Gafford's not gonna play like 30 minutes, but like you should be able to get like a good like 23, 24. So this
Mhm.
season, when Gafford plays between 18 to 23 minutes, he's 13 to 14 out of 14 to 13 and a half people SAR. So and also I like AD's a good passer. Like AD will just find him like he'll drive and just like throw him like a little lob. So you just figure like 13 and a half people SAR is like so low. Like if he just gets 2 putbacks, like that alone is 6. So
Yeah,
yeah, you know?
that's a
So it's like
fact.
we don't need like, it's like what you say, bro. It's like when I go home. So I just like these role players in these spots because like I feel like the stars, their value is like so like crazy. Like they gotta play well. But like you get like the players like Davion Mitchell and like Daniel Gafford and unfortunately like Karis LeVert. Like I feel like there's so much value with those dudes.
Yeah, and the way these playoffs are going, especially like the early rounds or the early
Hmm.
games in these series, if you can decide and choose the right guy that's either going to get minutes or not going to get minutes, you are looking really good for your bets, you know. So one that comes to mind is Davion Mitchell and Spencer Dinwiddie. If
Yeah.
you thought Davion was going to get minutes last game because you figured he'd be important to stop Kobe White, and you know he had 8 assists in the 2 times that he played. Um, that he played Chicago, then Davion was kind of a play on last game and he rewarded you. Whereas Spencer Dinwiddie, if you notice that, you know, Najee Marshall have been starting at point guard the last couple of games, and y'all know I'm not a fan of Spencer Dinwiddie as it is. So if he was on his unders thinking he wouldn't play many minutes, then you got rewarded there. So do your research and try to make an educated guess about who's going to be getting minutes and maybe who's going to be out of the rotation. I think that's a really important deal. All right, Flo, you got any long shots for the people?
Yes, sir. One for the night. You ain't gonna go crazy. Varsity game tomorrow. But the one was I just wanted to bet on Davion Mitchell. So I just used my boost on FanDuel to get 823. Davion been really close to getting 2 steals. He always gets you that one. He came close a couple times. The Hawks, like the reason I love Trey is like I don't say the Hawks have given up like last 10 in the regular season. They've given up like fifth most steals. So if you just look at like when they played like good defensive hounding guards, like they do tend to get 2. So
Mm-hmm.
I went with Davion 2 steals, Davion alt over 18 and a half points, but 17 and a half points plus assists. Let me start over. Davion 2 steals, Davion alt over 17 and a half points assists. And I went up one on trade. I did trade under 20, under 28 and a half points. Basically, that's just me just betting on Davion Mitchell because I'm like, that dude's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. So I just want to bet on him and Spo and trapping. And like, I like Trey's assists because I feel like Spo gonna like, throw a wall at this fucking guy. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with Trey tonight, it's either going to be points or assists. It's going to be similar to Giddy, but you're not going to get
Yeah.
both off on this Miami defense. You're either going to get
Yeah.
your 30 or you're going to get 14 or 15 assists, but I'll be very surprised if Trey Young has 28 and 12 tonight. I don't think
Yeah.
that Miami defense is going for it. So yeah, really like that. Agree with you there. All right. Do you got any idea you want to talk a little bit about the games for tomorrow, especially the Knicks game? Any feeling about that
Mhm.
series? I saw you gave out a future on the timeline for
Mhm.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, so I'll talk about the game like right before I'll talk about real quick Clippers Nuggets because I really think the Clippers are gonna win that series. Like it opened that plus money from the win. I'm like the only thing that scares me is just like the history of the Clippers and the history of Kawhi Leonard of like, man, he looks so good. They look good. They're 18-3. And then like, oh, Kawhi is not playing game 3. And you're like, damn, why did I bet on the Clippers? That's the
Yeah.
only thing. But bro, I think this is like first off, let me give you your flowers. You are the king of the Nikola Jokic does not play defense fan club, and he
Jokic.
going to get yup, and he going to get Zoo, who's like Zoo's been playing like an all star since like February. So I took his 31.5 PRA. I just think like this is a series for Zoo to eat and go crazy. I also sprinkle on MGM. They have like 15 every game at plus 1,000. Like that to me is
Yeah, I
kind of
saw
crazy.
that. That's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I saw you had some futures on there. I'm banned on DK, so I can't tell him. But I'm like, I love like the futures you gave out with this series. I thought that was a great look.
The 5 in the 6 games, yeah.
Yeah. With the Nick game, like this is clearly going to be like a hideous series. Like I think like the regular season pace, the Pistons are like 10th, but like when they played in Detroit, granted there was no OG, no Hart, like the pace was 94.8, which is like criminally slow. Like I just think like this is gonna look like a 90s Knicks hate series. Where it's like grit, grind. Like I'll be honest, like I just took like a couple dudes to grab rebounds. Like for example, Mitchell Robinson at 4.5 rebounds to me is like that feels so free. Like I went one unit, but like personally, I may have done a little bit more because like the hint, because out of Knicks camp, I don't think he's gonna start because all week that's been like the rumor like, oh, will Mitchell Robinson start? I won't go there, but like Thibodeau's been like glowing about like he's finally off the minutes restriction. He can play back to backs. We can let it fly here. I think there's a chance the dude might play 28, 30 minutes, like shut down the lane, key in on those K drives, keep Dern at bay because you know Dern could like wreck the series with his rebounding. I think is it still 4.5? Let me see here. Yeah, it's 4.5. Granted, it's more juicy. It was -115 a couple days ago, but 4.5 -140. I'm definitely gonna take his alt and do something with that. I just think this is a Mitchell Robinson series for him to like gotta control the paint, gotta grab rebounds. So love
He's
Mitch.
not even on DraftKings.
Damn it. Yeah, you know, it's so funny. The smart books have taken him off. Like FanDuel hasn't listed him all week. ESPN has him, MGM has him, Fanatics had him, and then they took him away. Like he's there, but like he's all locked. Because I think it's not going to happen, but there's like a 20% chance the dude might start tomorrow. And if he starts tomorrow, 4.5 is going to be a walk in the park. So, but I do think regardless, like he's going to play like probably 26 plus minutes, 25 plus minutes. Also, you got to look at Tobias Harris's rebound track record versus the Knicks. I mean, that opened at 4.5.
Didn't he have 8 every game this year? Except for the last game, because I remember giving that out. Then he didn't get 8, I think. But or he did.
Yeah, that was like his like first game back from the Achilles. But you got to just roll with Tobias. I love that, and it feels like Cade is gonna be Cade. Like this, it just feels like a superstar series. So I took his 2 threes. It was at -130 on MGM. Cade has like 2 threes in his last 6 career games against the Knicks. The Knicks are top 5 in pull up threes. You know, they go under on those screens. Like Cade gonna have the opportunities, and to be honest with you, Cade gonna have to like do the offense because I don't trust Tim Hardaway Jr. or Tobias Harris in this spot. I trust Malik Beasley some, but you think Asar Thompson, when he gets that 5 feet of space, gonna be hitting jump shots? Maybe. I could be wrong. So there's that. And I have a bunch of other leans for this game. Like I think Deuce McBride's threes are way too low. Granted, I don't think this is a game where he's gonna be chucking up 5, but if he gets like 3 attempts, I think 1 opened at like -180 and then plummeted, but like 2 like, yeah. I missed the bet.
I've seen his 10 points was at like +220 and his 15 was like +750. I was like, maybe not 15, but he could get 10. He did a couple threes.
Like I'm interested to see like what they give Shamet, because Shamet, the way he played the last 2-3 weeks, he's clearly gonna have a role. He's clearly in there to put up like 4 or 5 threes. And I did notice that like while they lost the game, they didn't have Harden OG. When they played in Detroit, them fans was giving the Knicks that business and was like talking trash. And Shamet was the one making shots and talking to the fans and the bench. So I'm like, let me just wait to see what Shamet opening that for I pull here. Because I'm like, if they give me some stupid like 2 Shamet threes or 230, I'm in on that. Because like Shamet going to be out there shooting threes. So I like that. And obviously the future I gave was Jalen Brunson, 25 every game at +1150. Like that's, who knows? You can play one bad game. There might be a game where like OG or Cat or whoever's going off and he only has 22. I don't care, but 1150 for that is insane. So I've sprinkled on that too.
Love it, man. Absolutely love it. Yeah. How do you feel about this possibly being a game? Well, just the Knicks in general. I was talking about this morning. Just the Knicks in general, like Tibbs being a terrorist with the minutes in the playoffs. Like, I agree with you with Landry Shamet. But I think like somebody like, do you remember what was Josh Hart? Wasn't it some stat that Josh Hart only missed 4 minutes through 5 games or through 6 games in the 76er series last year? So like I say that to say this, do you think that guys like Josh Hart, maybe a OG Anunoby, maybe a Mikal Bridges, or even a Jalen Brunson has a little more value with their props because Tibbs already plays those guys crazy? And in the playoffs, you know, he'll play somebody 46, 47 minutes and won't think twice. So I was thinking maybe like Josh Hart rebounds, or maybe like ancillary stats with players like, when I say ancillary, I mean like assists or rebounds with like OG or Mikal, just because they're
Yeah.
going to be out there. You would think
Yeah,
both of them are going to be out there 40 plus minutes. That's all. How you feel about
bro,
that?
that's a great call by you because like OG's at 4.5 too. Like I think OG's getting the full like, get ready to play 39 minutes there, buddy. Because like I
I
think
think
like
they're getting 40
yeah,
plus.
yeah, easy. Yeah. Like what's OG 7 rebounds since we're here? OG 7 boards is 260. Well, Hart's rebounds is tricky because when Mitchell Robinson's in there, it becomes tough because it's like he just has way less chances with Cat in
Oh,
there
yeah,
and Mitchell.
Mitchell. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
I think like there's a scenario where like Mitchell Robinson play more minutes, kind of like squeezes out. Like Josh Hart feels like the guy, like he's just gonna play, but like instead of 38, I think there'll be 32, maybe a 33.
Wow. You think they do Josh like that? I think Cat's going to be that guy.
Well, you got to sit someone, and you figure like Cat's got to play his 38 plus minutes because he's the box office $50 million player.
Does he
And you
got to
gotta
play
be
38 minutes with Tibbs job
hell
on the
yeah,
line playing defense? Does he?
man. I think like there's no scenario you could go into there and you play in like Josh and Cat the same amount of minutes because like you need the offense. Like I just think like the Knicks just like have an opportunity, just like please like put these jokers away. Like don't let them steal game 1 or game 2. Like everyone just play Mitchell Robinson 25 plus minutes. Just like, but like Detroit's a tough team, so I think it's going to be a tough series. I think it's going to go like 6, but yeah, I think that like what you're saying is I got to look into that more because like OG feels like the guy. Like the points are also like I shorted. I don't know if it's available, but they had like Mikal Bridges to average 17.9 points for the playoffs. I put the under on that. Yeah, he's like the 4th banana, and like the next thing make it past round 2. But like Detroit's like a top 5 spot up defense. The Celtics are a top 5 spot up defense. So I'm short of like Mikal Bridges just like going like 8 for 11 every game. Like I don't see how you averaging 18 points.
Where's that at?
That was on MGM. If you went to futures, and they had like a bunch of like all these players like to average X amount of points, rebounds, assists for the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
I gotta
Mikal
dig
just
into that.
yeah.
I gotta dig into
Yeah.
that because my favorite bet that I can truly remember of the last couple years was Caleb Martin to average under 17.8 points per game in the finals.
In the final, I was thinking that when I yeah, that was
That
so free.
was stealing. I was like, man, I should have loaded up on this. This should have been a 5
He had
minute
something
play.
like 8 points after the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, I
Something
was
crazy.
like, yep. Let's see, averaging 30 on the way out. That's so bad. So yeah, man, the playoffs. That's what's dope about the playoffs. Like you could really like dig and find some really good value. You really can. So
yeah.
All right, guys. I mean, I'll give you guys. I'm working on a blunt money bet right now, but I'll give you guys a shout out to the chat for letting me know about Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers is giving out, I guess, sweat free bets for the week. So shout out to Bet Rivers. So I did play something on there. So plus 2,000, 10th of a unit. Tyler Hero and Davion Mitchell each to have 6 assists. Davion Mitchell to score 10 points. PJ Washington over 22.5 points plus rebounds. And I tell Flo with the Daniel Gafford over 13.5 points plus rebounds. And that is a plus 2,000 again. Tyler Hero to have 6 assists. If Dyson Daniels is going to be on him, maybe he doesn't score as easily. Maybe he's looking to pass. Also had 10 assists versus this team twice this year. Davion Mitchell, 6 assists. If he's in there, he's going to be penetrating and kicking. Davion Mitchell to score 10 points because Trae Young is guarding him. So why can't he score 10 points? And PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford each over their points plus rebounds. I think they each flirt with a double-double today. That is a plus 2,000. All right.
What do you think about that Lakers-Wolves series?
I'm not too sure about it. I'm like everybody. I can't bet against Luka and LeBron in a playoff series. I can't do it, but I do think it's going to be a close series. I think it's going to be a good series because Minnesota, the defense, the Lakers were not a really good defensive team. I don't really care what the numbers say or what they were saying and all that. Like when you got LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves in your starting 5, you can't convince me that you're a really good defensive team. Sorry. So with that being said, I think that, Dante will have a good game off the bench. He'll have a game where he hits 4 or 5 threes, maybe leading the victory. And he'll have his 1 or 2 games where he goes absolutely nuclear. And I like Minnesota's team better. I just think that when it gets down to it, a crucial game 5, a crucial game 6, or maybe even a crucial game 7, and there's 5 minutes left, and it's a 2-possession game. At that moment, I want LeBron and Luca. Just running the offense, being the quarterback, getting everybody where they need to go, and possibly taking the shot. Whereas I do think that Minnesota can jump out and win with their athleticism and spurts in their youth, but I think executing down the stretch is where they struggle. I mean, my goodness, we saw Minnesota or Milwaukee go zone against these guys, and they blew a 22-point lead in the fourth quarter in a game they really, really needed. So expect JJ Redick to be looking at that tape and expect a little bit of zone in this series. And I think that they can struggle in situations like that. And plus, we already know Ant, as good as he is, Ant will turn it over. Once you start trapping Ant, he will get frustrated. If you're trapping Ant, you trap in that pick and roll, and he basically has to get off the ball. We will see him get frustrated. So, I think the Lakers, just with their experience, their coaching, I think they're going to win the series. But I do think the talent in the youth of Minnesota and their defense will get them a game or two for sure. How do you feel about it?
No, I think you just like broke that down flawlessly, bro. Like I agree with you so much on that. The one thing it's funny you said turnovers because the one player that like I think the series kind of comes down to two players from Minnesota, Dante, because you figure you probably have to play Dante more than Conley because like where you hiding Conley if you put him out there for 25, like Reeves is
Mhm.
sensational around. So you figure Dante, but also your man Julius Randle, like what kind of decision making are we getting here? Because you can't like really bully ball this like front line. They pack the
Mm-mm.
paint and they got like Vando, Rui, like it's so funny. I wish I could bet on Julius Randle's 2.5 turnovers. He doesn't have over 2.5 in any of the Laker games, but I'm like, man, if
Oh,
you know
playoff time. Yeah, man.
if you know playoff Julius, man, and it's minus 102. I gotta find something, man. There's gotta be a way to I miss prize picks. I wish
If
I
the
could just do
turnovers,
like a
yeah, and it's
yeah,
crazy because
trade today, Julius tomorrow. Like that'd be sensational.
I went on underdog um
Mm.
for the first time in months, and they banned that in New York. Did you know
I
that?
saw that. Yeah, like they wouldn't let me
I'm like,
deposit. So I'm like,
goddamn. Because people was in
man,
the chat giving out underdog looks. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let me go in here and see if I can find some value. Nah. I don't know what the hell New York got going on, man.
and
They
I'm
so
old enough to
weird.
remember John Quell Jones and Stewie combo rebound square.
For
Now we can't
real,
even. Man,
man.
what the hell
On
we
prize
doing?
picks. That's crazy. And WNBA season starting up really
Yeah,
soon.
facts though.
Starting up really soon.
Yeah, facts.
Friday vibes. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Dream and flow. You too, Mom. Who bets? Appreciate you
Thanks,
pulling.
Mamu Betts. Always appreciate you.
Yeah, have a great weekend. Rafi, what's the vibes? Wiggins double last game was close. Yeah, I told you guys I like these rebounds. I was so sad at that. Either way, to that, some simple things. Davion assists, a 7 or 6 with some juice. Yeah. Also Ed double and 80 points. I don't know about Ed double, but I definitely like his rebounds. Shout out to AD. 25 for Bane. Worth the look. I mean, who's gonna score? Earlier this morning, I told you guys I like Jaren Jackson Jr. under his PRA because
Mm,
he's not gonna light up AD. And if for some reason he gets past AD, you still got Derek Lively or Gafford down there. And Edie isn't the type of big that's going to spread the floor. If he hits a couple threes, Gafford going to be like, good luck. But, they're going to protect that paint with Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. So I like Jaren Jackson Jr. under PRA. Ja Morant is hobbled. So that would leave Desmond Bain. Could not talk you off of that, Black Ranger, at all. Hold up. What's happening? Appreciate you pulling up, Heat Nation, for Timeout Sports. Wiggins double is 1,300. Yeah, go ahead, man. Do your thing. I'm chilling on Wiggs, but I think his points and rebounds are in play all playoffs. Yeah, he washed. Karras is all over the place. Can't figure him out. I think Karras has a big game today. Karras is all his assists intrigue me. I will still play Wiggins double, Desmond Bain 5 threes as a blunt money bet though. Shit, why not? I mean, shit, Desmond Bain. Yeah, what is Desmond Bain 5 threes? Because I remember saying I could not believe Desmond Bain's 3 threes last game. Now, what you call it is a better defense. I still think he can get hit 3 threes, but I was shocked that Desmond Bain 3 threes was like minus 118 last game. Same
mm.
thing with Clay. I mean, Clay's threes are at minus 166. Desmond Bain's threes are at minus um 156. I mean,
Yeah.
we did, by the way, hit that 3-point lay that I gave you guys, that plus 800 that I gave you guys with just the vibes. I told you guys I had no analytics for you guys. It was just vibes. The numbers were too fucking low.
Hmm.
and we ate with those. And I feel the same way here. With you get a Klay Thompson, like Klay Thompson and Desmond Bain, 2.5 threes in a playoff series is just too low. In my opinion,
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
volume they're gonna get, it's just too low. So, pretty good parlay pieces if you ask me. Pretty good parlay pieces. Oh wow, that's even better. Well, maybe not. So Bam threes on DraftKings went from under, and I'm still gonna play this shit. I like it even better now. But Bam threes on DraftKings went from under 1.5 to under 1. Because the 1.5 was sweet. I'm like, yo, this 1.5 is sweet as hell. Like he might hit 1, but 2, who the fuck this nigga think he is? But while it was in my queue to make the bet, it went down, and I'm not gonna lie, I like it even better now. So I'll share this, guys. I'll share this with you guys, and this will be the last blunt money bet I share. You guys have enough time to watch that earlier stream if you want a few more looks. Be my guest. And I just want to make sure I'm putting this in for the right unit amount, and I'll share it with you guys as soon as I put it in the court. Yep, right unit amount.
Tomorrow's slate is like so intriguing, not to like bounce around here and break your chain of thought, but
No, go ahead.
I feel like for one, the one that stood out, it moved, so I couldn't give it. But like Kawhi's rebounds over at 5.5, that felt too low. Your man, our favorite player in the NBA, Christian Braun, it's still at that 4.5 minus 120. So I'm like, what am I? I love that. And obviously, you got when them Duke boys match up, Banchero and Tatum. That's going to be a show. You got to take someone. The thing that kind of looked at, I was like, looking at.
I forgot about that. I be forgetting that Tatum's a dookie.
Yeah. So the thing I was thinking about it, maybe on a long shot here, is because like the way the Magic play defense, they never help off the perimeter. Tatum's been killing these assists, but they're low. So I was like, man, Banchero to lead the series in assists is plus 600. Like Banchero has had like good assist games versus Boston. So not on some like full unit, half unit quarter, but maybe like a 0.2, 0.15 kind of deal. Like if he averages like 5, 6 a game, like that might do it. The thing that always scares you though is like, what if like one of these like Derek White types pops off for like a 9 assist game? You're like, yeah,
it's crazy because when I saw those odds, I immediately thought Derek White. I was like, I can see Derek White leading the series in the series.
Yeah, just a random, like you just choose to have 8 assists just because you feel like it,
Yeah, that's a fact. But MGM got it right now. MGM really has they really have the looks for these futures. I'm telling y'all right now. Free Sauce said he tapped in. Appreciate it. I'll give you guys this blunt money bet. 15th of a unit. Onyeka under 1.3, even though I'm sorry, Onyeka over 1.3. Over 1.3 for Onyeka. Under 1.3 for Bam. Under 1.3 for Muhammad Gaye, and under 3.5 threes for Trae Young. So I agree with Flo with Onyeka getting 3-point opportunities. I mean, shit, he was shooting them against Orlando. But yeah, if you look at but if you look at Vooch and all the threes, the looks that he had, and the thing I like about Onyeka, he can hit the 3 from the corner. He's a corner 3 as well.
Yeah,
he can hit top of the key, but he can hit from the corner. So I think he could hit a 3 tonight. I think this game could even possibly get loose. If Miami is up 15 points, I can see Onyeka like, this game's over. Let me pop a 3. So yeah, I like him to hit a 3. Bam, I like the under 1.5 much better, obviously, but it's Bam. He hit a 3 last game. Maybe he doesn't hit one this game. Same thing with Muhammad. He's not a 3-point shooter. He could hit one. Everybody in the league can hit a 3, but he's not a shooter. So I'll take his under. And Trae Young under 4 threes because he is at home. But when Trae throws up a 3, it's basically like, wee, because it's not, I don't think it's going in. It could, but I don't. When Trae shoots, only thing that really scares me if I'm betting against Trae is once Trae gets to the hole and start foul baiting. That's how he can control this game today. Like basically what he did the whole second half against Orlando. You know what I'm saying? He was like, Nick, I'm getting my points. So I don't know if we losing by 20 or not, but I'm about to get these points. And he just started foul baiting. He started getting past people, which he can do, get past anybody in the league. Started slowing down in front of them and just, he can do that. But I don't too much worry about his threes. Can he get hot from 3? Sure as hell can. But 3.5 seems a little high. All right.
Yeah.
Free Sauce said he tapped in. Appreciate you pulling up. And that's a plus 1,500 with the 33% boost. So yeah, Onyeka over his 3. Bam and Muhammad under 1-3, and Trae Young under 3.5 threes, plus 1,200 without the boost, plus 1,600 with it. Karras and Clay, 20 points each, plus 2,000. Okay, role players come into play. Happy I'm on the same side with you on the Heat. I lost their team total by a hook. Yo, that's crazy. The niggas scored like 70 in the first half. That is absolutely
that's
crazy.
insane.
That is crazy. And that killed the lay, so that pissed me off. So once the game opened, I took them plus 102 at that time. Okay. Yeah, I got them at minus 102. Hopefully they get it done tonight. Where 8 rebounds is also tempted, even if you play like 20, 24 minutes. It is. His 8 at minus 140 is definitely tempting. Makes me think they think Bam's got a big day. What's your thoughts on OG tomorrow offensively? Flo, you got any thoughts on OG offensively?
Yeah, it's tough because like the Pistons are a very good spot up team. I like it. His points are so low. They're like at 16.5. I just kind of like, for me, I just want to like see a game because like I think the pace could be so awful. Like it really wouldn't surprise me if the finals like 101-96, like something out of like 2005. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's something hideous.
Yeah, I mean that game's kind of got that written all over it. You know, even though the Knicks are an offensive team this year, you know, that damn Tibbs is always down for a rock fight, and so is Bickerstaff.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, shit. Cleveland and New York, wasn't them games tragically under when they played last year?
Yeah,
last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago, we were taking RJ Barrett under points, man. That was beautiful.
Yeah,
the only way we almost got screwed on that was because like the Tips had him in there against Scrubs. I was like, oh, take him off the floor. It's a 20-point game.
Yeah,
that was a classic under series. Just take unders every game. Unders was smacking.
I could see the same exact thing happening here again. I can see the same coaches. And Detroit's a defensive team. So sports testimony, appreciate you pulling up. Pure Defender said, I'm starting to feel like it's going to be all 7 games played in the Pistons series. It could be. I know. I feel completely confident that Detroit's getting one at home. That home crowd, they're so starved that, you know, if they drop that first 2, they drop them first 2 on the road. Oh, I can't.
That's going to be a madhouse.
Yeah,
that's going to be a mad. They've been
minus 4.5 Pistons. Sign me up. Minus 5.5. Sign me up. I'm telling y'all right now. That's probably what the line going to be. Sign me up right now.
Yeah, like I'm a fan of my bank account first, so I'm just going. You know what else I'm going to take too? Like it'd be perfect if like one of like Malik Beasley or Hardaway struggled in New York, and then you get the home cooking coming back for game 3 where the crowd wills in like 3 threes into the hoop. Like I believe in stuff like that where like the dude struggling comes back home and then the crowd is like, yo, we making threes tonight. And
So LeBron defense has not been great. First of all, he's 40 years old. You can't be 40 years old and be a great defender. That's not how this works. That's first off. Second off, please don't give me any defensive efficiency ratings because LeBron James has actually a negative net rating on the season. So the Lakers lose with him on the floor for the entire season. But yes, he has ranked 7th in the NBA with a defensive rating of 105.7 since January 15th, 2025. That is nice. But sources have also stated that LeBron James has the worst defensive rating among players with more than 30 minutes played per game. Yahoo Sports also found the Lakers' defensive rating is a 112 with him on the floor compared to a 114 without him. So 111 without him, 112 with him. Additionally, when Austin Reeves and Taurean Prince are on the floor, the Lakers, and this is old, but the Lakers' defensive rating suggests LeBron's impact on defense. But yeah, right now he does have a defensive efficiency rating of 113.6. Does that make me think that there is any universe where LeBron James is going to stay in front of Anthony Edwards if and when he gets switched on him? No. So in this series, and even if you do want to say, which we're not going to say, LeBron is not a good defender at age 40. He's not. LeBron James hasn't been a good defender in 5 or 6 years. Please don't number me. That's the problem with you LeBron James stands now. There's something called the eye test. But Speaking of defense, what you might want to do is bet LeBron James steals and blocks. That's something we do every playoffs. He's got 2 steals and blocks in 12 of his last 15 playoff games. So I'd do that. But as far as thinking LeBron James is going to go out there and stop Anthony Edwards from getting anywhere he wants on the floor, he's not. He's not even going to be close to doing that. Neither is Luka, and neither is Austin Reeves. So the Lakers are not a good defensive teams. They're not. And I know the numbers that say we are. I know, you can cook up numbers however you want. And most of that is because teams shot really bad from 3 against the Lakers. And that's because JJ Redick was making non-shooters shoot. We'll see if that happens in the playoffs. See if that works in the playoffs. But the Lakers are not a good defensive team. They're not. Okay, turnovers and Harden points. Points and assists. Love the Clippers to win. Okay, yeah, I like Harden points and assists as well. It's crazy. Harden playoffs. We're saying we like his points. We'll see what happens. Yeah, my boy Randall will cook that series. I told you. Yeah, we'll see. And the thing about Minnesota is Julius Randle don't got to play. That coach has shown all year. I'll sit Gobert. I'll sit Nas. I'll sit Randall. I'll sit anyone. I'll sit Conley. I'll sit any one of you niggas. So don't think none of y'all getting 30 minutes. If you're not playing well, you're sitting next to me. You playing well, you be in the game. So, yeah, Randall may not be the X factor you think because they will sit his ass. Solid 15 points every game. I'm sure he'll help them win a chip. How do you feel about Clay 25? I'm good on Clay. Now, could Clay go crazy today? Will I take his threes? Yeah. I think Clay had a nice little turn back the clock moment. I think he could do it again tonight because Memphis is not a good defensive team. But I'm more of a Brandon Williams guy tonight. But I couldn't talk you off of Clay's threes. They're 2.5. Couldn't talk you off that. Flo, if you want to talk about playoff Julius, I'm here.
I'd rather not. I think he gets too much blame, but I'd rather not talk about playoffs. Too many painful memories.
Julius is all right. Julius is decent, and Julius has played well this year. I like that Gafford look paired with his PR with Edey, 7.5 defensive rebounds. Edey rebounding is good. Edey get offensive rebounds. I'll be feeling bad. As soon as he get the rebound, it's like 8. Give me the ball.
Yeah, they'd be like scratching the cloud on him. Like, this is crazy work.
Man, boy, he must not have been raised in the hood. I was raised there because I remember they used to teach the bigs, you get the ball and your ass do like that.
Yeah.
Everybody
Charles Barkley.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no reaching. You do that shit. So you better get a little stronger down there. You're too big for that. I'm with you on the Heat money line. I don't think they have enough for the Heat. Team is completely different without Jalen Johnson. That's a fact. Like Bam assists. Perfect game for Duncan Robinson to have a good game. Point line is 6.5. Yeah, if he's gonna play, it's tough. Karis LeVert, yep. Love Karis assists. I'm gonna be putting that in the blunt money bet as soon as I get off of here. Trae Young under 14.5 rebounds and assists. I like that free sauce. I was saying earlier, I had to decide because I'm like, that 40 PRA is crazy. I'm like, I could see Trae Young getting 30 points or 10 or 12 assists, but both? So I was leaning that under PRA, but I also am not the guy who's ever going to fade Trae Young's points in a big game because I know that boy was stat pad. So that rebounds and assists look, I really like that. ATL offense is despicable right now. That's a fact. And a lot of that is Trae Young refusing to get off the ball. Andrew Wiggins over 4.5 first quarter points. I see Dyson on hero, and it's time for Wiggins to get busy. Okay. Also took Dyson over 11.5. Bro wilding. Yeah, I like Dyson. Dyson balling. I think Dyson has a good game scoring tonight as well. Peeping the Feezy baby shirt floor. Oh, that's a fee shirt? Oh, that's dope.
Yes, sir. I got to get to New Jersey so I can put on that fee for MVP plus 400 bet.
Got to look at Davion Mitchell points as well. He's going to get the Trae assignment, and historically, he's locked up Trae. Yeah, he has. But
10 points feels insane. Like, eventually, he's going to have a bad game, but it's at 10 again. It almost feels too good to be true. Like, why is it still at 10?
Yeah. No, that's a casual take. That's a casual take, and I would expect you to be sharper than that. How is LeBron not playing defenses if the Lakers are winning? Have you looked at the Lakers schedule? And we'll see when the playoffs start. but the Lakers are winning games with their offense. They are not winning the games with their defense. They're getting fortunate that some teams are shooting bad from the floor. But again, LeBron James has not been a positive defender, eye test or otherwise, in years. He's 40 years old. You trying to make a case that LeBron James is a good defender is like that. No, I'm a Kobe guy. And even I'll tell you that 3 of Kobe's all first team defensive, he shouldn't have got those. Those are reputation. Like, please stop.
You're a good fan. You're a good fan.
Stop. He's 40 years old. He's not a good defender. He's not. It's not possible. He can take all the steroids. He can take all the little enhancements. He is not able to effectively move his feet. Also, look at who he's guarding. He's not going to guard Jason Tatum like that. They're going to put Dorian Finney-Smith or Rui Hachimura on him. LeBron is going to guard the dunker position. And then if he gets a switch he's going to fucking guard Toonami Kamara. He's going to be guarding Josh Hart. Those are the niggas he's guarding. Then if he gets on a switch, which a lot of times he doesn't, because out of those 3, he's the best, but he's not good. Yeah, he's a better defender because he's more athletic than Luka and Austin Reeves, but he's not a good defender. So yeah, he won't get pulled to the carpet, but this nigga's guarding the dunker position. He's not guarding Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That nigga's going to be guarding Drew Holiday if they play Boston. Like,
Drew Holiday.
All right. Nigga's going to be fucking guarding nigga playing the Knicks. He might be guarding Mikal Bridges or somebody. Not that Mikal isn't a threat, but not. AD 30, Bane 25, PJ 15. Plus 863 for that. That is a pretty good. I like that. Clay hate Memphis.
He does hate Memphis. Does he does hate Memphis. Yeah, because that's back when Dylan Brooks tried to punk the Warriors because they had that like battle with Brooks and Draymond. And then remember when the Warriors won the title and Clay was at the podium in Boston? He was like, shout out to that bum Jaren Jackson. What did you say about us? I forgot. He had like this epic rant. Like they just won the title.
I do remember that.
He was dunking on Memphis.
Yeah, that's true. No,
that was comedy. Okay. I love Clay so much. Clay's the man.
Okay, now I got you. Okay. Wow, I see this one game is feeding families. It's a couple games feeding families. As soon as I popped on Twitter, I love getting on Twitter for the first time all day. It's like oh my gosh.
Who you think going between Lakers and not Lakers, Rockets and what you call it? Rockets.
No idea. Warriors? No idea. I know I'm betting the under every game.
That's a fact. I don't know who win, but like I think that the Rockets again disrespected a little. I don't know who about to win that, but the Rockets deserve more respect. You know what's a sneaky look for tomorrow that I really like is after I saw what Edie did, and I don't think we have a line. Them Steven Adams rebounds, man. I feel like they're gonna give us some stupid like 4.5. So I'm just like waiting on that one because it hasn't been anywhere all week. But like Steven Adams been like rebounding the Warriors, like they be giving up them rebounds to them like overpowering bigs. So
yeah, man.
Nah, we don't got no Steven Adams.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm looking at Clay versus Grizzlies. It's 15 games. Because it's a lot of Clay love. And when y'all come in here with the Clay love, I'll be wondering, I'm like, is this because he had a good game last game? Or is it just like a matchup y'all like? Because one good game ain't enough for me. But Clay, 15, 15, 4, 23, 14, 9, 14, 14, 24. 15, 15, and 4 in his games versus Memphis this season. 3 of 9, 3 of 8 from 3. That's definitely something that he can do again. He's going to get his 8 to 12 attempts, so he can hit 3 threes. Yeah, I don't know about 20 points, but I like Clay. You seen that game versus Warriors? Moody and Pods was wide open. Memphis was tripping. Those two were just missing. Memphis is awful defending the 3. So we'll see. The problem is, who does Dallas have that can knock down threes? That's the only problem. Julius is statistically the worst NBA All-Star in playoff history ever. Is it?
Listen, one year in the playoffs, he had like an ankle that needed surgery, but like his shooting, the percentage, I think it's like bottom 5 in the history of the NBA. Some stat. I put it out of memory. That was crazy.
Let me look, because a lot of times, as we did this with Harden, a lot of times this kind of people be gassing it. But let's see. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. He hasn't shot the ball well. So, but he's only had 2 playoff runs. So I think we can kind of he's only played 15 games. So I maybe you could give him a little, I'm not a Julius Randle defender. I don't bet him that much. I know when I did bet him this year, he did good for me betting his assists live. He did well. But yeah, as I look at his playoff runs, he had 1 run with the Knicks, 2020 to 2021, averaged 18 and 11 with 4 assists on 30% shooting, unfortunately. But I remember those Knicks teams needed Julius Randle to do everything. Didn't Julius Randle win Most Improved Player that year?
Yeah, he was like 3rd MVP also.
Yeah. So, yeah, you would hope that he doesn't have a 30% field goal shooting, but I don't know who else was on that Knicks team. Flo does. And as far as 2022 to 2023, isn't that the first year Brunson got there, or is that a year before Brunson got
there? What year did you say it again? I'm sorry?
2022, 2023.
I think that was the first year he got there.
Yeah.
It feels like that's the first year he got there.
I remember me telling him he got to try to fit out. And he did. And he shot 37%. So slightly better. But yeah, he's shot 34% for his career in the playoffs, 17 and 9. But if you guys don't think Julius Randle knows that, and if you guys don't think Julius Randle knows he's a free agent, always bet the money. I don't care what the numbers tell you. Ask Josh Giddey. I don't care if it's telling you Josh Giddey ass can't shoot. The nigga shot 50% from 3 after the All-Star break. When niggas got hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, they magically turn into way better players than they ever could be. So keep that in mind. Julius Randle knows he has everybody watching him. Julius Randle knows everybody thinks he's an awful playoff performer. Julius Randle also knows that if he has a strong performance against the Lakers, it could go a long way to him maybe getting another max deal. We shall see. Edie get the ball and tuck it away in his jump ball all day. They should, and he could just get the jump ball. That's a good point. His under 11.5 was minus 142 juice, so I added his rebounds for more cushion. Okay. Lakers giving up 126 the last 10 games.
Yeah, they've been getting cooked.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, what we do, because I'm a Laker, and I told you guys, like, you get stats can tell you anything, but you got to just know ball. You're not going to convince me. And Jackson Hayes isn't the best defender either. He can protect the rim, but he's not the best defender. Like, Zubac would eat his food. Just a marginal center would eat his food. But we'll see. And speaking about LeBron under 7.5 rebounds. LeBron with Luka and Reeves on the court is averaging 12.5 rebound chances. His line is 7.5, way off, and I've been smacking nightly. Yes, I did notice that.
Yeah.
Jaren had posted strength in numbers. Oh, okay. When they kicked the Warriors out to play.
Yeah.
And Clay lost his goddamn mind on that podium.
I love Clay. I hope Clay go crazy tonight. Clay's the man.
Clay, like, yo, y'all really playing.
Listen, I'm going to write it. I know, like, nobody want to go against, like, playoff Jimmy and whatever. I'm like, man, after I saw the Grizzlies are, like, not like that. And they almost won in Golden State. Golden State lost the game before that. They blew that game to the Spurs. I'm like, you realize, like, it took, like, Butler and Curry probably playing the best that combination can play together, and it went down to the wire against the Grizzlies. I'm like, you don't think Ime got something for them? I don't know. I love the Rockets, man.
I love my Rockets. I'm not gonna lie though. It's the scoring. Like,
yeah,
if Jalen Green isn't scoring, Sengun ain't dog enough for me.
Nope.
Now maybe with Draymond there, he'll turn into a dog. But like I told y'all, I like my guys, my stars. Like, all right, like Kobe, give me the ball, get out the way. Like Luka, like Shea. Like when it's time, give me the ball. Sengun ain't like that. Like Sengun to be like run the offense. Like, nah, nigga, I'm the best offensive player on here. Come on, give it to me in the post. He don't do that enough for me to really put my stock in him. Jalen Green, he'll probably have a 40-point game in this series. He'll also probably have a 12-point game in this series. I just can't trust him. Steph, You might play really good defense on him, but that defense that you're playing is also opening up other people. And I told y'all that's why I took Jimmy under the game after that. Jimmy taking 5 shots that game was just unforgivable. How the fuck? Steph is fighting for his life over here, getting doubled and triple team, got a Min Thompson on him, going 1 of 8 from 3. And here's Jimmy. Go to the basket. Let me pass it. Oh, I'm not even going to look at the rim. Nigga was 1 of 5. That's not happening this series. You know what I'm saying? Like Jimmy is going to be in his bag. So I like the Houston defense, but I like Golden State offense. So for me, I'm not touching that game. I'm just going to play the under every game in that series and just rock with it like that.
And I don't know what's going on with that chemistry, but this figures is like a series for Kuminga, but like he can't get off the bench. So I'm like, I'd rather have Kuminga out there with the athletes that like Houston has over like GP too, but I don't know.
Yeah, and Kuminga will probably get some time too. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
VanVleet feels like the guy for game 1 as the bet. Yeah, and there's some numbers. I was listening to the Low Post podcast or whatever it's called now, and they were basically saying VanVleet is a really good defender versus Steph. Like, wow. Okay. Didn't know that, but the numbers must say it. Saying Freesaw saying that Randall was awful, and both Julius Randle playoff runs were memorable. Okay.
Yes,
I had to go look at the numbers. I trust you guys. I had to go look at the numbers.
That game 6 in Miami when Brunson going crazy and Julius can't even make a jump shot, like crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I could definitely see that, even though Steve Adams ain't starting. But yeah, I like Jabari Smith Jr. as well. His rebounds are probably 4.5, 5.5. Definitely a good look there. That combo can play better. They can. You got to look at how everyone else played, bro. Yeah, I agree there. They couldn't have played worse. Steph gonna be in hell with the men on him. Yeah, I love him in. But let's not go too crazy with that. This is Steph Curry now. This is Steph Curry. You ain't gonna stop Steph for no whole series. Not happening. Might have a game or two when you get him. But Steph is so crafty that it's like a super, like imagine Trae Young, like imagine if Steph get on his Trae Young shit. Steph can do that whenever he wants. Steph can drive past you and foul bait whenever he wants. He just chooses not to. If Steph get on that shit because Houston is playing him too aggressive, 40-point game incoming. And they already setting the tone about him getting officiated differently. I'm sure you've seen it on your timeline. And Steve Kerr's already put it out there that he just thought that they were getting away with murder. And if you look at how Scottie Pippen Jr. was guarding him, he was grabbing the shit out of Steph all game. So it'll be very interesting. I think we was gonna have this matchup. Oh, you thought they knew they were gonna get the matchup, so Jimmy ain't really go hard. Do you think Kevin Durant going to the Knicks next year, Flo?
I think he's going to Houston, but I think the Knicks will be like a dark horse for him. But like, it depends. Like, it depends what the price. If it's like OG, I'd probably pass. But like, I think he's gonna go to the Rockets. It makes the most sense. Rockets got those Suns picks, give them their future back.
I can see that. Jimmy took 5 shots, Steph 3 points. They literally made no adjustments that game. Watch ya about Bev. Who Bev? Don't you dare say that. Free sauce. What Free sauce talking about?
Kuminga. You would hope Kuminga play this series. My thing is just like he's gonna get traded this like summer. Clearly, like is he mentally all there? I felt like they lost him a little bit when they didn't play him in the Clippers game and the Grizzlies game because like a young guy like that, like especially like this time of year, like I feel like players like that, like if you send the message you're not playing against the Grizzlies, like I feel like mentally like you're losing them a little bit here. I could be off, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah. Steph that nigga, but this playoffs is a war of attrition. The longer these series go on, the worse. And he got his finger. Yeah, they definitely gonna be hitting that damn finger. I mean, you know, Houston. They
Pippen was holding.
He was holding them all game. He was. Yeah. JK African. Just kidding. African be there, bro. Or JK African. Jimmy and Dre talking in his ears all the time. I mean, we'll see. Kuminga, I don't know if he's a free agent. Kuminga's getting the fuck out of Golden State.
Yeah, he out of there.
I'm sick of this shit, nigga. But it's tough because I also saw a clip where it was like he's just not good for that offense. Like he got the ball, and I guess it was supposed to be a play, And it's like they just showed Kuminga get the ball, and Steph was like right here looking for the swing, and Kuminga just like started dribbling, backed up, called for a pick. He's like, nah, it's Kuminga time. I'm like, okay, he might not be the best with this, free flowing offense. Draymond over 1.5 ejections. Draymond is definitely getting. I would love to bet Draymond text him and Dylan Brooks is gonna be magical. But the thing we got to remember is Dylan Brooks, if he could get Draymond Green out of this game, Dylan Brooks wins, because Dylan Brooks is way less of a contributor than Draymond Green. Houston without Dylan Brooks are going to be just fine. Hey, Jabari Smith Jr., come on in. We'll be just fine. Hey, Tari Eason, come on in. We'll be just fine. Somebody who can play defense and maybe hit a three. Those are the two niggas you bring it in for. Who the hell is going to replace Draymond Green? Nobody. Maybe Jimmy, but nobody. So Dre going to have to keep it real. And Udoka knows that. Like, this is going to be a great series. It's going to be Udoka talking shit.
Yeah.
Draymond talking shit, Dylan Brooks talking shit, and Draymond know that his team is softer than the Rockets, so he may try to overcompensate like he did last game with the Sengun stuff, and he may try to tell his team to step up and try and be tough. It's gonna be a really good series. That's why I did not bet anything on it besides the under. Remember when he was averaging 20 before the ankle, and Jimmy, yeah, he can definitely get some points with some shots. Canadian Cam, my guy, was popping. The offense ain't for him right now. Too much overlapping. Jimmy in the post. Book's their best three-point shooter, though. Is he? I'll take I guess. That's
Jalen Green is.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to say, I'll take FVV too, though. I don't think Jay getting rejected. I was
going to say that because you were like saying Jalen Green going to have the 12-point game. I'm like, yeah, you got to pray that Fred don't get the 6-point game while he's having the 12-point game. Because, Fred will just go broke for no reason sometimes.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Clippers to win the Western Finals 1,000 on that. That's crazy.
I'm so glad you said that. I think the Clippers can make the NBA Finals. They're one of the 3 best teams in NBA over the last 3 months. They get no respect. The thing is Kawhi Leonard's health. If Kawhi Leonard can give me 2 months, knock on wood here, but they could beat any of these teams. None of these teams are scaring me from the Clippers, man. I got an all-star big, an all-star wing, and Harden's an all-star. They have 3 all-stars right now with a good bench and a good coach. But they got no respect.
I definitely feel you. My only problem, I just can't. I don't
blame you. I don't blame you.
But between Harden, who I've been, kind of beating the drum that he's not as bad as people say in the playoffs. He's bad, but not as bad. Between Harden and Kawhi, guys, would anybody be surprised if it just comes out of nowhere? Kawhi is questionable for game 4, just randomly out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Clippers up 2-1. It's it. Game 4 is in LA. You feeling like, oh, this is about to be the game, and then Kawhi pops up as questionable. You're like, oh shit.
Yep, here we go again.
That team is so. Now, I know Norm is a dog and Zubin balling, and they're pretty deep, but that team is one Kawhi injury away from not being soluble. And you can say that about every team, except for Kawhi's the only one who has that injury history like that. I can't do it, man. Then you pair that with Harden, maybe fronting. Love the Clippers, but I can't do it. I'll bet them game by game. Think Houston did something to Alicia Restaurant.
Oh, really?
Oh,
that's crazy. I didn't. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think they did nothing bad, but I think they might have did because he did say something after the game that threw her restaurant name in there. That's a good point. Yeah, you don't want to mess with a man's wife. Just be very careful playing Steph in this series. Be very careful. Y'all know he don't play about that Aisha. I think by percentage, Brooks is the best. He might be. I just would rather have Jalen Green shooting or Jabari.
Did you see when they cut to the crowd? They show Riley, Steph's daughter.
Yes,
and she looked like a teenager. I feel so old.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The kids like Blue Ivy, like that's to me. That's how I know I'm getting older. Because I remember when these kids were first born, and it's like, God damn, these niggas is old as hell now. Like,
she was like at the podium when she was like a little girl. Like she was like going like that at the.
That's all I remember. And it shows you like first impressions will always stick with you. It's crazy. Because she probably feels like she can't shake that either. FFV. Fred VanVleet is their best. He'll shoot 39%, but that'll be 37% from 3. They got Norm Powell. Everyone I know named Norman has issues. The Clippers got championship pedigree with Kawhi, Norm, and Lou. That'll be valuable. Lou who?
Norm.
Lou Will?
Not Lou Will.
Lou?
Someone on the bench. Tyler. Yeah.
Sports media disrespecting my son James Harden like he ain't about that. I mean, it's the playoffs. It's impossible to disrespect James Harden in the playoffs. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? They might be disrespecting him for his season, but the disrespect is welcome for the playoffs. Not gonna hold you.
James be disrespecting himself, unfortunately.
You think they did something? No, I have to look at it. I don't think so. Maybe Houston fans, but those millionaire athletes did not do anything to that restaurant. I don't even think they will go live bad mouthing it. I know they didn't do no damage to it. No. Maybe I don't even think they talked down on it just to keep it a band. That's a woman. Like, well, that'd be the corniest shit ever. You don't play with nobody money like that. If it's that, the fan, okay. Oh, now, yes, I can see fans being corny as a bitch. Okay. I can see the fans. I'm about to say, not the millionaire niggas though. They're not gonna do that. They might not go, but they ain't gonna do nothing crazy. And if that's the case, okay, I can see that. I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look and see what the fans did. They're probably still doing it. And if that's the case, very interesting. James is second only to Julius with playoff collapsing. Yeah, we got two playoff collapsers, so we'll see. All right, gang.
Jimmy 2 steals -146. I gotta take that.
Yes, a couple things. I'm about to put in a nice little blunt money bet. We got 100% boost. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but we got a nice 100% boost on ESPN Bet. To go along with the normal 2 boosts. So
you could put the 100 on anything.
Well, it's SGP plus 400.
Oh man, I already know the diabolical one I want. I don't know if you're gonna have enough looks, but your man Josh Hart been talking about pulling threes again. He's like all season. He's like the only reason I don't pull because he has a bad knee, so he doesn't practice on off days. And he said, "Hey man, I've been shooting all week, been practicing all week, and them 3 threes are sitting there at 800." And I think the way the defensive matchup's gonna go, I think they're gonna put Jalen Duren on him. So Hart's gonna have the looks. The worst part about betting Josh Hart threes is we've all come into account of the last 2 years. It's like you could bet him to be open, and he could be open, and he could just go 0 for 6. So
that is a fact. Good old Josh.
Yeah,
that is a fact. Send it. DM me. I'm looking to DM. Grab AD under 15. AD under rebounds and assists. Ooh, Edie, Gafford, Lively, Washington, Bane, Triple J. Only so many rebounds to go around. Okay. Had 8 rebounds last game in 35 minutes. Actually, I like the reasoning behind that. Even though he's not going to share the floor. Well, yeah, he'll probably either have Gafford or Lively on the floor with him. PJ is always down to grab a rebound or 2. Okay, I like that. I can get with that. Last but not least, even though I won't play this, I just think it's crazy that Caleb Martin has scored 10 points as a plus 2,000. Like, him to score 8 points is a plus 1,000. They've moved it. Okay, well, his 10 is still 2,000. His 8 points is a plus 900, and his 5 points is a plus 220. I don't know, gang. That's all I can say. Is I don't know.
Oh, let me ask you real quick. You know how like your man Mazzulla always does the thing where it's like he picks someone every season, every series to leave wide open in the corner, and you're like, why did PJ Tucker take 6 threes today? Why did Caleb Martin take 5? Is this KCP who's gonna be taking like 5 wide open threes? Like who's the dude who's gonna leave wide open?
Hell no. Wendell Carter Jr. possibly if he wants to stretch. Paolo Banchero possibly say, Paolo, shoot all the threes you want, my nigga. He'll probably say that. Who else is in that lineup?
It's like Corey
Joseph.
That's the answer.
I think he could be Corey Joseph at least. Yeah. And then coming off the bench, Anthony Black.
Yeah.
lit my ass up. I took his under. He said, "Yeah, good luck with that."
What's KCP 2 threes?
But yeah, Anthony Black for sure. Anthony Black for sure. I have not bet Trae Young points at all.
Ugh.
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna bet Trae Young to score 25 points today. I'm doing it. And I'm gonna take his rebounds and assists under. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
My goodness.
Okay.
I don't want to bet anyone on this Magic team. I hate betting on the Magic.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Magic.
Yeah, someone.
Yeah, I'm about to drop that in the court right now. Definitely gonna drop that. Figure out what else I want to put with it. Oh yeah, give me some AD blocks, please. I will take that all day. Ooh, that 100% profit boost my fee for millions. Oh, it's only a $10 limit. That's okay.
Of course.
That's okay.
Do you still get boosts on Fanatics?
I haven't even. I've never got a boost on Fanatics. Remember, I told you, I've never got a boost. I can never find them, bro.
Really? Oh yeah. Oh, you should be like, oh, bro, it's on the top row. You're like, no.
There's nothing with it. I never got a boost from them. Never.
You slapped them one time, and they're like, nope, never again.
Right. And plus, my limits are so nasty on there that I don't even open that app no more, man.
I only do it because I'm on the Discord and other people could take it because I'm like, I can't get anything down.
I still don't know how you got banned from DraftKings. That's crazy, man.
Bro, it's freaking Precious Achiuwa max rebounds ladder against the Raptors, and they're like, we've seen enough. Get out of here.
Crazy, man. Well, all right, though, gang. Hit that like button on the way out. Free Sauce dropping some B Will in the chat for y'all. Yeah, I just threw that in the court plus 1,600. So there y'all go. And that's that, man. If you want all my plays, up to the Cap Collective Discord. Link is in the description of the video, in the bio of my Twitter page. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me get a heart and a retweet if you can. We'll greatly appreciate that. Follow my guy Flo on Twitter, Stefan Floorball, spelled Floor Rival. If you want all his plays, sub to the House of Stems Discord. Link is in the bio of his Twitter page. Heart and retweet if you can on Twitter. We'll greatly appreciate that. It's up to the channel, Blunt Money Bets. Flo, any closing thoughts?
Right here, baby. Let's go Knicks, man. And always the House of Stems and the Cap Collective. Subscribe, like the video, retweet, show love. It's been a long season. WNBA is kicking off. Your man doing this, the hardest working man in the business. Show love. That's the least you could do.
It's a fact. And that's crazy. That's like a 90s Knicks hat. Yeah, that's like a Knicks hat my stepdad will wear. He a Knicks fan. That's like a hat he'll wear, like the 90s with a starter jacket. I like the whole retro look you got going. It's tough.
They got the retro look at lids. I was like, ooh, that's tough. I like that.
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough. All right, gang. As always, really appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hopefully, I found this stream entertaining and informative. Now y'all see why I streamed earlier today. This stream would have been like 3 hours if I did my plays, all my futures, and all that shit with Flow. So greatly appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hit that like button on the way out. You know the vibes. Get this